On my phone here, I'm going to show you one simple tactic to increase your sales by 700%. Watch this video. When we talk about a hook for videos, we think about a hook in more than one way. The first thing is, what is the visual hook? Having a visual hook in your videos is going to be a visual way to capture someone's attention. Okay, there's a lot of different types of visual hooks. The second type of hook is an audible hook, like a question hook. It's more of a rhetoric piece, it's information, it's copy, it's the dialogue, right? When you combine those two hooks, you get a visual hook and you get an audible hook. And that is really where the sweet spot is for hooks in your video, okay? Now, when we think about videos for business and videos for sales, because that's why we're here, we think about this in a couple of different ways. Okay, we think about, can we put a video on YouTube, right? Which is a landscape video. It's long form. Maybe it's 2 to 12 minutes or longer. We think about a social video, which is portrait, 916, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. We also think about a personalized video that we can send to someone with Dubb, like a video email, where we send them a link or an animated GIF in the body of our email that goes into their email inbox or their SMS or their DM in LinkedIn or whatever it is that you choose. And then they click on that landing page and then they have a video. So those are three examples of videos that we can create to drive sales. Now there's more types of videos that we can get into later, but those are the primary ones that I'm going to be focusing on. Social videos, YouTube videos, which is long form, and then Dubb videos, which is specific personalized sales videos. Okay. So when we think about this hook, the first thing that we want to do is we want to always write the hook into the script. Okay. We want to say, what is my environment? Where am I? What are the assets that I have available to me so that I can incorporate a hook into what I'm doing? Maybe what you have is you have your phone and you can hold your phone. Maybe that serves as the hook. Or maybe you have a cup of coffee in your hand, or maybe you have any type of device or any type of opportunity that you can now convert into a hook. Okay. Now, the second thing that you want to do when writing the hook into your script is to figure out, what is your question? Is it a question that you want to ask them? Is it a polarizing statement? Is it a fascinating statistic? What is the piece of information that you can provide to someone that will say, I have to watch this video? The other person will literally say, I have to keep watching this video. For example, I'll give you an idea. On my phone here, I'm going to show you one simple tactic to increase your sales by 700%. Watch this video. Okay, that was a hook. It was a visual hook and it was an audible hook. The reason why it was a visual hook is because I put something into the frame to capture your attention. The second thing that I did was what I said. I'm going to show you how to increase your sales by 700%. Now, put a one in the comments in the chat if you are interested to hear what I have to say about increasing your sales by 700%. That's 7x. Like, throw me a one in the comments, pump me up a little bit. Thank you guys for saying that. I really appreciate that. I'm going to tell you how to do this, okay? Now, the reason why you're interested, the reason why you're captivated is because I gave you a hook. I captured your attention by putting a phone into your frame, which stops your scroll. We're talking about a scroll stopper, okay? And I said something that is captivating your interest to keep you finishing and watching the rest of the video. Now, this could, again, this could be a YouTube video. This could be a 10-minute video. This could be a social video. This could be a 30-second social video. Or it could be a Dubb sales video that you sent to someone via email DMS. Okay? Now, what is the answer to that? I don't want to leave you guys hanging. It is testimonials. Having testimonials in your videos will increase your sales by 7x. We have seen this 1,000 times. You can Google this, do your own research on this. When you have social proof incorporated into all your literature, all your collateral, all your websites, all your social, if you have those video testimonials that says shiny happy people that are just receiving the benefit of working with you, you're going to get massive, massive conversion rate increases. The reason why I captivated you to listen to that pitch is because I hooked you. And then, of course, at the end of the video, of course, we want to have a call to action, which we'll do in another video. And that would be, of course, use Dubb, use the teleprompter feature, use the video reply feature. You can capture video testimonials to increase your sales by 700%. So what I've structured there for you is a hook, the explanation, and the call to action. So to go back to our hooks, okay, When we think about hooks, again, to repeat myself, we think about visual hooks and we think about audible hooks. When we think about scripts, typically we think about writing the script, right? But I want you guys to change the frame a little bit. And when you write your script, I want you to think about what is going to be my hook. Grabbing my phone, grabbing my coffee, adjusting my hat, adjusting my camera a little bit, like putting my camera in frame a little bit. Now that I've shared this information with you, if you start to look on YouTube and social, you're going to see this everywhere. You won't unsee this. The best creators, the best video personalities, the best video creators are the ones that use hooks. Okay? So the next thing that I want to share with you is the idea of I want to go a little bit deeper into the idea of a visual hook. Okay? When we think about a visual hook, there's a couple of things that we can think about. Number one is what is it that we can do with our device? Okay, so a common thing that you'll see is you'll see some tapping. Hey guys, check this video out. I want to capture your attention. Another thing that we might see is a coming into frame. We see a lot of people say they come into frame and they adjust their frame and they do it like this. You can do that with your phone. You can sort of lift up your phone and now you're in your frame. The reason why that's interesting is because when you're scrolling, there's action. And action creates emotion. Action creates curiosity. If it's boring and if it's just a talking head, you might not get the views that you're looking for. Okay. Now, we have to find our middle ground. We have to find our balance here. Okay. We don't want to be too crazy and shaky and too sort of edgy with our videos. If it's for like a business clientele. But that said, we can still find our balance and have a hook. Maybe then we focus on what the audible hook is, which is the second thing that I would present, which is the idea of a question. So ask yourself, what is the ultimate value that you provide in your business? If you think about your clients, I want you to think about what their goal is, and I want you to think about what's stopping them from attaining their goal. So my client's goal is to move into the home of their dreams. My client's goal is to generate an additional $10,000 a month in revenue. My goal is to help people lose 100 pounds of weight. And then I want you to think about what the friction point is. Okay, what is stopping them from doing that? I don't have a FICO score. I don't have the right system. I don't have the discipline to get myself to the gym. Okay, problem and what's stopping them. If you understand those two things, you can create some of the most amazing hooks. Here's where you now go and use AI. So if you go to ai.dubb.com, you have your AI agent there. It connects all your scripts right to the Dubb mobile app teleprompter. It's very, very fascinating how it works. Instantaneous, okay? So say my client's problem is X, and what is stopping them from doing so is Y. Okay, so the first one that I want to present is this idea of I want to drive more sales for my business. Okay, what's stopping me from driving more sales into my business is using video. I don't feel comfortable being on video yet. Okay, that's my client's problem, and that's my client's friction point that's preventing them from recording videos to scale their efforts and to get their face out there to, close more deals, right? So if you start to understand what the problem is and what the friction is, the hooks start to write themselves. Okay? So did you know that you can increase your sales by 300% if you start to use video to share videos of value with your clientele? And the reason why this is the case is because when someone watches a video of you, you don't have to be there, which means you're doing something called scaling your efforts. Less inputs, but more outputs, more revenue, more income. Okay. So if you're not comfortable being on video, detach yourself from that. Be comfortable making more money in your sleep. Are you comfortable making money in your sleep? Amazing. Use video. Okay. So what I did there was I took the problem, I took the friction point that's preventing the person from doing it, and then I created a hook based on that. Okay, so another example would be I want to get into the home of my dreams. That's the problem. The friction point is my FICO score is not high enough right now. Like I have the money, but I can't get approved for a loan. Okay, problem, friction. Okay, now here's an opportunity. Did you know that there's an app that helps you increase your FICO score by over 150 points in less than 6 months? Watch this video, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to increase that FICO score from a cool 600 to 750 in less than 6 months. Watch this video, okay? That person that has a low FICO score, they all of a sudden might be very interested. I better watch this video, okay? So what we've learned here is this idea of a visual hook and an audible hook, which is the dialogue, which is the question. It's a statistic, it's a rhetorical question, so on and so forth, okay?